On today's episode of Leaked, we're going to check out all the new stuff that's coming soon, and a few stores have already dropped a little hint of what's on the way. All this and more coming up. Welcome to my television toy showcase channel. Thank you for joining me once again. This is an episode of Leaked. I call it Leaked. You may not like the idea. I have a few negative comments of late that have dropped in my comment section down below. Don't like the name apparently. Ugh, it's all good. If you don't mind, I don't mind. My subscribers are awesome. Thank you for sticking by me. Let's get into the information I've got for you today. We're going to start in the UK. Now, I've got a lot of fans in the UK. I love you guys, and I know yous have been hurting for a long time because you never really got any new Star Wars stuff when Solo happened. You didn't get that wave of stuff. You can find some of it now online and also at Forbidden Planet, but there's not too many of those stores around. I have one from UK Toy Collector. He has been following me. I think we followed each other a long time ago on Instagram, way back when, and he found these in ASDA, ASDA, I think that's how you say it. It is the Galaxy of Adventures. These are the Wave 1 figures. He's got a few photos there on his Instagram. Excellent stuff. It is the first time they have seen anything quite new. Like, those haven't even hit Australian stores yet. You guys in the US are like, we've had them for months. We know. They are a lot of repack figures. They're not for everybody. They've got more playability factor, but there are collectors who are actually buying two, so they have one outside the pack and then they have the little round tubey package behind them as they display them. Very nice. You collect the figures the way you want to. It's good to see new stuff hitting the pegs. Or actually hitting the shelf in this case, because there's no little hangy peg. Anyway, moving on. Thank you, UK Toy Collector. Also, about a week ago, my mate Super Sorrel, he was on the hunt at a place called Fenwicks in a toy hunt video, and he stumbled across, the first time they had seen them in the UK, the Resistance figures. Here's a little bit of his video.
But guys, on to Fenwicks and see what they have. But in just a moment, guys, I'm going to go back to the desk cam so you guys can see the haul of goodies that I picked up on this trip. Did I grab any of these? Ooh, you'll have to stay tuned to find out, guys. Make sure you smash that subscribe button for me. And let's see what I picked up.
To watch the rest of that toy hunt, link down in the description. Awesome stuff. It is the first time they've got them. He, in his video, said, I don't know what took so long. Here we are in Australia, still haven't seen them. Don't even know if they're even going to come. We think it's going to be so long, they'll just forget about that entire collection altogether and just start with something else when we start getting some new things. Great stuff. Thank you, guys. Something that did drop here in Australia was at Mr. Toys. Now, Mr. Toys is a division of Toy World. Toy World is independent little toy shops that are dying slowly. Mr. Toys is a bit of a franchise. There's 50 or so, mostly in Queensland. And this is Carindale, Queensland, up in Brisbane. That's the city it's in. And they have some archive collections. And look at the price, $40. Very expensive for those guys. This was on a Facebook Black Series page. I'll put the person's name on the screen there. Fantastic. So I have been going in and out of my stores of late thinking any moment now, any moment now, any moment now. And I still have not seen anything new. But there are tickets all over everything. They're putting a clearance up. They're getting ready for some reset of some sort. They're probably trying to move everything they've got out to put some new stuff in. And on my phone, I have a photo of a barcode from the bottom of one of those archive collections. I think it was the Luke. And as I walk in, you know the price scanning thing there, and you go up and put an item under and boop, and it tells you what it is. You've probably seen them all before. Probably use one yourself. I did this with my phone. Boop, boop, and it usually comes up when I do that, item not found. And I'm like, oh, well, it's not in the system. Did it the other day. Have a look at this. Star Wars The Greatest Hits. Wow. It's coming. Excellent. So, from that, I go to one of the staff members who have a little, what they call a skew gun. It's like a little, kind of like an iPad that does all the inventory. Gives it a scan himself, and it comes up. They're on the way. They are to hit the shelf. They have a shelf date. Why? Because they've been out for how long in the US? You guys, some of them were found before Christmas last year. Like 28th of February. For all you guys interested, archive collection hitting stores in Big W in Australia. That's the Aussie Walmart. $39 for the archive series. That's the only information I have on any lines. Nothing about Resistance, nothing about Vintage, just the archive collection. Big W, 39 bucks, 28th of February. The next store I want to tell you about is Zing. Zing is a pop culture store, a lot like the Forbidden Planet that you have over in the UK and in the US. You guys call it Think Geek. It is a subsidiary of GameStop. On their website, up for pre-order is Hyperreal. That is the 8-inch Darth Vader, the big bad boy that I've said before I'm not interested in because there's another scale. It's nothing overwhelming different than what we're used to. We've got Vader. Do we need another Vader? The people who are going to collect that don't have the 6-inch line. They will be like probably coming from the other direction, from the 12-inch scale stuff, and come down to this 8-inch scale and buy that. Anyway, what I'm getting at, in the US, you got it for $79.99, 80 bucks, 80 US dollars. And then I said in my video, it's going to be a bit too expensive to buy in this country. It's going to be like 150, 160. Zing has it up for pre-order, 179 Australian dollars for an action figure. It is up for a pre-order right now, September the 1st. It is to arrive. Wow. I was like, wow, 180. So it's actually $100 more than you guys in the US would pay for it. Our conversion rate isn't that bad. But when something comes to this country, they just put a price, name your price, put the price on it. Wow. Wow. The other thing Zing has on their website that I was excited about is Tarkin and the bloody Death Star game. There's a picture of it. On the description of this, it has no mention whatsoever of Tarkin's exclusive action figure. It is being sold for $40 as the game. This game in the US is $19.95. This is going to be 40 Australian dollars. Now I've put down my pre-order because I want that figure, but I may put that board game for sale. I don't know yet. I'll see how it goes. It could be something a lot like this Legacy box. You know, we only wanted the figure and we had to get the whole rest of the doohickey thing. See how it goes. That is available with no specific date. It just says June. So all your Aussie collectors out there who want that, Zing, I wanted to see if they had the retro figures as well. Nothing mentioned, just the board game with the Tarkin figure. That's so far, that's all it is. So put your pre-orders in. Make sure you secure yours if you want to get that Tarkin figure. Cool stuff. Next, in my toy hunts that I was doing recently, I stumbled into a little independent toy shop. This is a Toy Kingdom, and they have no Star Wars figures to speak of, but they do have some impressive Lego, and chuck that picture up there. That is the Ultimate Collection Millennium Falcon, and the price on it is $1,299. Expensive. But if you're a keen Lego collector, that is, if you eyeball that one off, that is going to be a grail to your Lego collection. Very, very nice, but a bit out of my budget, and not being a Lego collector, it's okay. You may be. Another image I'd like to show you. This comes from Instagram user JohnMan98, and he has a Target store chock-a-block full of Chewies. Look at them all. There is dozens and dozens of them. That's like full cases that they've cut open and gone, what's in this case? Chewbacca. What's in this case? Chewbacca. It's unbelievable. You put him in the mix with the wave that he roughly came out with. No, they just put him all in the one box and give that store, looks like they gave him about 10 cases of them. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's in Texas, if you're wondering. So anyone who lives in that area and you're looking for a Chewie, get down to Texas. Yeah, I know it's a big state, but yeah, you'll run into a Chewie somewhere along the lines. Once again this year, they were doing a fan vote on a Black Series figure. This will be made next year for the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back, and I'll chuck that image up there. Those were the sites that were hosting or taking the submissions of what you'd like to suggest as a character they would like to make, and you'll notice someone's missing. This guy. Why? I'll do the old PewDiePie thing, because they didn't ask. Didn't ask me to do it. I'm not on a list. Doesn't matter. Submissions are in. All those guys. Some of those guys are quite small when it comes to YouTube. Like they're not big YouTubers. They're more of a fan site for information for the website. Like I have a website, but these guys are more website orientated than they are YouTubers. So we'll leave it with them. Awesome. I hope you got your vote in. My vote for the action figure I'd like to see, Lobot. That guy right there. Excellent. 6-inch figure on a card back, which is going to be the same kind of card back. The big size 10-inch card backs. They're 10-inch cards, 6-inch figures with Empire Strikes Back on them. Awesome. On one of the forums on yakface.com, there was a post in one of the forums. This is from a user called Rumslag. Rumslag left a list, I'll put that up on the screen, of all the figures from 132 through to 150. We don't know exactly the numbers, but these are speculations of what they will be. VC 132, right down, that's the Yak Faces. Officially, we know that's 132. Down to Darth Revan, which is 150, and he filled in all the gaps in between for us. Thank you very much. Take it with a grain of salt. It could be spot on the money, could be exactly right. We'll wait and see. Last bit of info, also coming from yakface.com, is the characters that are listed in databases where they keep a little secrecy around who they are. They've done Greek gods in the past for Solo, Athena and Hades and things like that. Now they are using cities of the world. Apparently there's going to be like London, Bruges and Oslo. I don't know the rest of them, but they're using those. And one of them is Huckleberry. Huckleberry is going to be used on a character for the Mandalorian TV series action figure. When they get an action figure for that, interesting. Huckleberry. I always think Huckleberry Hound. I don't know why. That's one of the weirder insights into listings of action figures on inventory sites as well. That just about wraps it up for today. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed my epic haul. Stay tuned to this channel. There's plenty more coming up. My name is Usualmike. You can follow me on Twitter at Usualmike30 or on Instagram at Usualmike Television. If you have an image on the internet you want me to put in a video, send it through the social medias. If you want to send me some fan mail as well, contact me through the DMs. I am looking at soon getting a PO box, so you can all send me fan mail, and when I have a birthday coming up later in the year, you can send me some birthday cards as well. Fantastic. If you haven't done so already, hit subscribe, tap the little bell for notifications, slap a like on this video if you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.